Well, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you may be across this beautiful blue-green globe of ours. Welcome to Real News Live. It is a Tell the Truth Wednesday, and I'm your host, Mike Barra, in sunny Las Vegas, Nevada, joined as I always am on Mondays and Wednesdays by my co-host, the lovely lady with the lustrous hair, Jennifer Fallaw-Doring in Hayden, Idaho. Jen, how are you doing today?
Oh, fabulous. Just
Fabulous.
absolutely.
We were just discussing offline how fabulous both of us. Sorry about Monday. It was something that couldn't be avoided. We had things to do, both of us, and we appreciate you guys hanging in with us and being here today. Now, if you're here anxiously looking for news about the RV or something along those lines, best I can tell, there isn't any. Mark doesn't really seem to have, well, Jen's got hers, but I mean, in terms of news, Mark's got his information. There is this claim that Iraq has joined the World Trade Organization, but I haven't seen that in solid news article reporting yet. I guess we'll start there and then we'll turn it over to you, Jen, because I know you want to review what you've been putting out the last couple of days or yesterday on your show. Is that true? Has Iraq joined officially, been accepted into the World Trade Organization, or known as the WTO?
Yes.
Okay. And is it also true that they have to have a tradable currency of some value, like over a penny, to do that?
Yes.
Okay. That's going to top it off. Now here we are. We're going to just bring Jen in to save the day and raise everybody's mood, because that's what Jen gets stuck doing. Have you considered that you're not unlike Jesus himself, Jen?
Well,
it's like
a disciple, yes.
If you watch the X-Files, Scully is basically Christ, because all of Mulder's sins are paid for by Scully. And so in some sense, all of the RV sins, all of the things that make us nuts, all fall onto you. And I promise you, we'll make that up to you when this is all over. But why don't you go ahead and share what you have? Yeah, you don't know how. We'll figure out a way.
Yeah.
Why don't you share what you have and get everybody caught up who missed your show yesterday? We'll go from
there. Okay. So on my philosophy show on Jennifer Fallaw-Doring yesterday, I had some Gentel, and I asked what's going on with the RV. And he said, this is before we found out that there was a summit. He said there is a world summit going on to relax the restrictions on trade. Alliance Summit. The news, more news on the progress will come out tomorrow. That is today. So today we are waiting for news on that. And everybody is waiting for news on that. And that is why it is quiet. They need a decision to carefully proceed with the RV and or the transition to asset-backed money. He said Western Front is ready. And then he said Saudi Arabia. Now, I got this information yesterday morning. I hadn't been paying attention throughout the weekend from like Thursday on, completely self-involved with my work and catching up on things here at home. And so I didn't know what to ask. And so I just asked that, and that's what I got. And then after that, people confirmed, yeah, there is a summit going on.
Mm-hmm.
And so I am hopeful that we will get news about that today. Another thing that I asked him yesterday, in a reading for somebody else, and I just asked, how long, could they really push this thing off? How long could they go with the fiat dollar system? And I got that they can only prop up the fiat dollar system for about a month now, before it crashes and causes a worldwide catastrophe. It has to be now, and now is most likely March. Okay, that's what I've been getting for a while as of this moment in time. And if the world doesn't blow up, but if the world blows up, it doesn't matter. I'll see y'all in heaven. Either way, It's happening, and it has to happen now. Not like today now, but within the next 30 days. We got to do this. Otherwise, we're going to have a lot of problems worldwide, and that is something you cannot control, and they don't want that. So that's why you're hearing all this meetings and all the news and everything else coming out. I feel like they're getting all the dominoes in place, and then we're gonna hit the first one and see everything fall. So today we're waiting for news on that. If you hear any news on that, legitimate news, share it. I do, and you asked me, did they join the World Trade Organization? I got a yes, and I got a yes on the other question about having a rate. Now, whether we see that rate, I don't know. I don't know when they're going to do that. As soon as they do that, I think that they'll probably put out notifications. So we wait and see what happens today.
Yeah, I mean, it's, I'm sure speaking for everybody who's frustrated, it's like it's February 28th and you fuckers are still having meetings about whether you're going to do this. It's like, just do it. It's ready. The world is relatively quiet right now, and it's a perfect opportunity, I think, to do it. And so when, these alliance meetings, to me, it's just very frustrating. Like, what are you guys waiting for? We need to move forward anyway. Let's just go ahead and let's pull the scab off. Let's rip off the Band-Aid and let's just have at it. And, we're all looking for the signs that's going to happen. Mike Mix says, yes, there is a big bank meeting globally at 2 p.m. Eastern time, expected to take several hours, likely RV related. I would like to know what source you got from that, where you got that what that source is, Mike, just so we know where that story is coming from. Because when we see it in the clear, when we see it in the mainstream media, then we know there really is a banking summit of some kind. Can we still RV before the fiat dollar crashes? Sure, that would be the ideal situation, I think, to get money in the hands of the people who are going to, step forward and restart the economy. So I found it interesting. Saudi Arabia, do you get any hint about what Saudi Arabia's role in it is? Get any hint about that? You just got Saudi Arabia, and that was in the discussion with the Western Front comment, which I found kind of interesting. Not positive, what
I don't. They're connected somehow. I don't know if they're in charge of the meeting. I don't know what they're doing, but
yeah. More news on progress will come out tomorrow. That's today. Western Front is ready. So, I mean, there's not much else we can tell you guys.
I took that as the United States and those, over here on our side,
right,
are ready to go. And now they've got these meetings, alliance meetings with other countries. It's probably just the final preparations.
Right. Right. Now, last night on the news show on Toxically Masculine Tuesday, we discussed the death of Monty Burns, the Rothschild, Jacob Rothschild. And then there was this thing. Yeah, well, let's go to Oregon Farm Girl. She's got Rothschild's dead. The king has an aggressive cancer. I've heard it, understood it. I've heard it's pancreatic cancer, or that Charles is already. You think Charles is already gone, right? Don't you think he's? Is that what you?
Well, I thought Rothschild was dead a long time ago.
Right.
Let's see. Yeah, I did get that he died already.
Oh, I see. Britt is saying Saudi Arabia. Yeah, this is true. Saudi Arabia has been a major supporter of Iraq's ascension into the WTO, which is the key step. So that may be where Saudi Arabia came from in your Gentel reading. And then, okay, so Rothschild dead, Pope's in the hospital, nothing happening. Well, yeah, that's all international news. It's not
foreshadowing for news that will come out at the right time when we need for the big changeover.
And yesterday or the day before, the King's Guard were seen marching, 3 horses in front of, I believe, Buckingham Palace, with a flag. The flag was covered in a black sheath. So it's a black flag of death, I guess. That is rarely seen. I think I can find the video. Do you want me to find the video and play it
That
for
has
you?
something to do with the king being ill and some kind of mourning ceremony or something.
Being prepared or something
Yeah,
along
like
those
we're in
lines?
mourning, prayers for the king, long live the king, all that crap.
Okay. And, you know, just to remind everybody, like, why is Russia a target of the CIA and the other Western deep state assets? And the thing I haven't come back to often enough is they are one of only 5 countries that does not have a Rothschilds or Rockefeller owned central bank. In other words, their banking is not controlled. Putin kicked those guys out a long time ago. The 5 countries that did not have Rothschild's own central bank, Rothschild's or Rockefeller owned central banks: Russia, Syria. Who else have we been attacking in the West over and over again? Egypt, whose government was overthrown. Libya, whose government was overthrown by the United States. And wait for it, Iraq. So what they've now done is they invaded Iraq to create the central bank of Iraq, which is controlled by the deep state. But I think it's going to be hijacked by the good guys. That's the plan. So these things are important in terms of why all the war is being set up. You look like you're not believing me or you're reading the chat. I can't tell.
I'm not doing anything. I'm thinking. I'm just listening.
Okay. So, we're in a situation where there's a lot of stuff going on. Trump is trouncing Joe Biden in every poll, in every swing state. That's going to create a lot of pressure to replace Joe Biden. Anyway, the chess pieces are moving. Jen, I've been watching a lot of chess videos lately. I've been watching Bobby Fischer games against Boris Spassky, who was considered the greatest chess player of all time until Bobby Fischer beat him in the 1970s. And they talk about how his masterful game 6 of their world championship match, which is considered the greatest game ever played, how what Fischer did is he just kept making moves to slowly strangle Spassky's defense, slowly, like a boa constrictor. And I'm hoping and praying that that's what the White Hats have been doing, and we're now ready to finish the battle. But that's what it feels like is going on out there. Am I crazy? Are they doing something? Yeah.
There's all kinds of things happening. All the news about Biden going to the hospital and being ill, and the Pope being ill, and the King being ill, and the central bank dude dies, and all this other stuff. It's all lining up to pull all these people out in the public square.
Mm-hmm.
To pull them out of their they're in the way. They're placeholders for now. Gone long time ago. It's time to pull out the actors. So it's foreshadowing. They're setting everything up in the mainstream media. It's like, oh my God, what's happening? Everybody's getting sick and dying.
Yeah. Yep. It's really.
I think it's good news.
I agree. I do think I agree with you that it's good news. Okay, so we have about 700 people in the live stream today. That's pretty good for a Wednesday. We appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you, Diane. I enjoyed the history lesson, and that's only part of it. There's a lot more detail to it. Yeah, let the credits roll on this bad movie. We're now going to move to questions because Jen has given you the information that she has. We're going to move to questions for you guys. And again, for your personal questions, if they're not political questions, if it's personal, we need your name and the name of the person or the pet that you might be asking about. Okay, so we need the real names, at least the real first name, or it's harder for Jen to connect and it's harder for her to be reliable. But Jen, I did want to.
Well, it takes longer.
Yeah. I did want to pop up something. Bernie here says, Jen, confirmation. Last month you said my house would sell in 6 weeks. It did. I accepted an offer on it last week. Just wish I didn't have to sell. Praying the RV happens before I exchange contracts.
Well, congratulations on the sale, and thank you for the confirmation.
Yeah, we can definitely pray for you on that one. So Okay, let me turn the Gentel banner off. We're going to go. We should have a questions banner, shouldn't we? Should we have a questions for Jen banner? Give us your
Sure.
real name. I'll make one up for the next show. All right, we're going to move over, first of all, to the Rumble side of the house. One of the benefits of being a member on the Rumble channel and being a subscriber for $5 a month is you get your questions answered first. Please do not forget to visit our wonderful sponsors to start with, the CBD Gurus over at the cbdgurus.com. God, I hate that I have to do this. When you get in there, they have all kinds of great products for your health. Slide over to the wholesale tab, slide down to Mike B Wholesale, type in the discount code, which is ALIEN, all lowercase, and pick up this week's specials. Excuse me. Also there's some special products that are being proceeds are going to be going to buying Mark Z a new all-terrain wheelchair after his wheelchair was wrecked by the his electric wheelchair was wrecked by the airline on his trip to the Dominican Republic. And you can pick up all of this week's specials. You also get one Zim Agro check, which could be worth $333,000 along with that if you go with the special. And you got lots of different options there. And of course, we have all the cool stuff, the immunity capsules, the weight loss capsules, the Delta 8 gummies, the sleep gummies, the pain cream, all of the sleep gummies are really good stuff. All the wonderful stuff that's available there. And you can also pick up some pajama bottoms, ladies, with my face and Mark Z's face, or you can get the Whiskey and Wisdom lounge pants, pajama pants too. I don't think I'm going to be on Whiskey and Wisdom tonight, because I do believe that I will be down on the strip with a buddy who's in town. So, all right. Also, please do not forget to go to MikeBarraPets.com, where you can pick up all kinds of cool products for your pets based on the mushroom science, the science of health and mushrooms that are really fascinating stuff. There's Coriol's versicolor mushrooms. There's a reishi mushroom products. And they have all kinds of cool stuff for your doggies and your kitties and your horses and your people. There's some packs that are here. There's Mojos. I've been giving Barkley Mojos and mush puppies, and he has got the energy of a 2 or 3 year old. He doesn't have quite the rear leg capabilities that he used to have, but he just loves this stuff. There's super sauce for dogs. There's dry dog food and dry cat food. The cats are going nuts for the dry cat food, so I'm going to start feeding them that. The Sequoia grain-free stuff. And there's also super sauce for the cats and various mushroom treats for them as well. And for humans, there is the Enforce Coriolis Versicolor for your immune system boosting. There's the Versicolor with reishi formulas. There's Enforce Restore for your pancreas and your liver, and lots of other cool stuff. And Enforce Clarity, which is something I could use because my brain does not function quite as good as it used to. So get on over there to MikeBarraPets.com. Look at all this stuff. Pick it up. If you want to find out some information, send Diana an email at MikeBarraPets@gmail.com. All right. They're wonderful people, as are Matt and Lucas over at the CBD Gurus. Jen, why don't you tell us what is going on over at JenniferFullon.com?
Well, if you'd like a reading, if you'd like to schedule a healing, a house cleanse, anything like that, me, Susan, Gretz, and Marcy are all over there at JenniferFullon.com. You purchase, hit the button purchase, and then you email me after to schedule. Same goes with them. Their email is on their little box there. And it's all self-explanatory. Don't have us. I just ended a couple specials right now. I don't have any specials right now, but if you email me and say, hey, I'd like to do this, this, and that, probably make you a deal. Mm-hmm.
Right. And don't forget, you can always hit the love button and make a donation to jm@jmfullon@gmail.com. Tell her what it's for if you want to get a gift for somebody, right?
Right. Multiple purchases, it's best to use the love button. Just email me and say, I got this, this, and that, and tell me show me the receipt so I know what name it was under, and we go from there.
All right. So that is what is going on over at jenniferfallah.com. Okay, we're going to slide over to Rumble and start taking questions over there from our subscribers. Again, with a $5 a month subscription, there's a little subscribe button at the bottom. Let me share the screen here real quick and show you guys that in the chat on the side at the bottom, if you're on a computer, you should have a little red button with a $ next to it. It says subscribe. You click on that, you can subscribe. If you have a credit card or a debit card attached, $5 a month to support the show. It's the best way to support the show. And we really, really do, in fact, appreciate it very much. I'm not sharing it. There it is. The little subscribe button in the lower right-hand corner, right there next to the $, $5 a month. And you get to get your questions answered first. So let's slide over there. Gary is here this morning. And again, your real names. Gary says, good morning, Mike and Jen. Question for Jen. Well, they're always for Jen. They're never for me. My wife, Ginger, is flying to San Antonio, Texas. She leaves this Saturday and returns Tuesday the 19th. Will things go well? Bless you both. So Gary wants to know about his wife, Ginger, going to San Antonio.
It will go well. She might have to come back early because you'll call her and say, as of now, she might have to come back early.
You might have to come back early. Hey, honey, we're rich. It's like the old joke.
Drop everything, get on a plane, come home.
Hey, baby, pack your bags. We're rich. Well, what should I pack for? The beach or the mountains? I don't care. Just get your shit out of here. Sorry, Jen. That's the old joke. Come on. Yeah, it's just an old joke. It applies to the men too. I don't care. Just get your shit out of here. Okay, back over to the questions on the Rumble side of the house. By the way, Megan Angus says, Jen is the very best. I've been in a rut, and this is so helpful. Well, we're glad to have you here, Megan.
Thank you.
And then Megan has a question, Little Red Castle, $5 a month subscriber. Jen, what are your thoughts on Donald J. Trump's speech that on 11/5, all the scumbags will face judgment? Obviously, he's not referring to Election Day. I don't know if it's that obvious. Maybe Election Day is not the 5th, or I don't know. What are your thoughts on him saying that?
I don't know. When did he say that?
I think at one of his speeches over the last weekend. He was in Michigan and South Carolina recently.
On 11/5.
I don't know. Is that the election? Let me look it up.
That's a calm. That's some kind of calm. That's some kind of reference. 11/5.
Yeah, it will be 11/5. That's when the election happens. Yeah. So I don't know.
But look up the posts for that.
The Q posts?
Yeah.
And
why not just say on Election Day?
Yeah.
Or when I'm in office?
Yeah.
And can he really do anything on Election Day? Well, what did he say? The scumbags will what?
The scumbags, all the scumbags will face judgment.
Yeah, that's some kind of calm.
Okay, Christy Swan, $5 a month, Little Red Castle. Christy Swan, I have to surrender a cat that I've been caring for. Do you see anyone taking him in the near future, or will I have to take him to the Humane Society?
Somebody comes to the house and gets him.
Okay, good. Sharon, Little Red Castle, $5 a month subscriber. Jen and Mike, do you see my sister Dolores's house selling soon? Does Sharon's sister Dolores's house sell soon?
5 to 6 weeks.
Yep. 5 or 6 weeks. Scott, Little Red Castle, maybe Saudi may be helping Iraq join BRICS. That's part of it, and the WTO to make the RV work. Yep. Sonny says, was Biden taken unexpectedly to the hospital? Is that true? Did that happen today?
I posted something, and I didn't have enough time to really look into it. But,
Yeah.
I saw that in the chat. Let's go back and see what we got.
Just
Okay. What the hell? Where is it? I'm on the wrong one. Hang on. What was that?
Yeah, there's no Biden headline or anything on Twitter, so that doesn't appear to be true. Does not appear to be happening right now. Okay, let's move on then.
What the hell did I do with that?
Hmm?
I don't know what the hell I did with that. Let's see.
Okay. Well,
I swear I thought, oh. Somebody just said it. I don't think it was an actual news post.
Okay, Christina L, $5 a month subscriber, Little Red Castle. Will I be able to retire soon? Christina says.
About 3 months.
Vision Dancer, Little Red Castle, $5 a month subscriber. I don't understand this question. Will we RV and then fly on planes, public or private? Well, depends on how much money you have. You can fly on whatever kind of plane you want to fly on, I guess.
Yeah, I don't understand that question. I would just also like to say, everybody knows my I've been running off the webcam on my website. I'm so out of it today. Laptop, and then it goes very, very bright if I move too much. Well, somebody sent me a webcam, and it was delivered to me last night, and it was Kim. I'm not going to put out your last name because I don't know if you want me to, but I've emailed you and sent you a free 30-minute reading for that. Thank you so much. That was so sweet to send me a webcam. I'll have to figure that out and set it up this weekend. But thanks for that.
Yeah, that's great. Joanne says, thanks for being here, Little Red Castle. Sunny, Little Red Castle, 5. Is there any truth to reclamation and restoration? I don't know what that means. Mitch McConnell is stepping down. Good. Okay, Annette here, $5 a month subscriber, Little Red Castle. Annette here, any updates? If the 2024 presidential election will actually take place in November 2024, or will we see the military in control before then? Well, again, you keep asking Jen for the timeline. She doesn't know exactly, but Jen, I guess, we could ask again, will we have a normal presidential election in November, or will it happen before that? The answer has always been before that, right?
I'm asking again to see where we're at now. It's not a regular election.
Yep.
Something happens around that time, but it's not what. We don't have the same candidate. The candidate's not there anymore. So it's different. It's different.
Okay. Yeah, Chick 1, Little Red Castle, $5 a month subscriber. Hi, Jen. My son Kevin is dating a new gal named Holly. Is she a good match for him? This is Melanie. Melanie wants to know if her son Kevin and his new gal Holly are a good match.
Yeah, but I don't know if it goes the distance. We'll have to see. There's some things for him to learn there about why he chose her.
Zark says, don't know how to get the Little Red Castle in Rumble. Well, you have to be on a computer, and apparently not the phone. You have to use the computer at a laptop or a desktop. When you get into the chat on a live stream, if you've got a Rumble account and you have a card linked to it, there should be a little button at the bottom underneath where it says type your message, and you hit subscribe, a little dollar sign next to it, and $5 a month. That's how it works. Joanne Patton here. Joanne says, spoke to my friend yesterday and you were correct, and she totally had no idea. Do you see this changing the outcome to what I wanted to happen? I guess that's a private, personal thing that you guys already talked about, Joanne Patton.
Yeah. You could go with them without him.
Nancy Kerner she keeps asking about planes. Will planes be grounded post RV? We don't know. I don't know. Jen, what do you think in general? Yeah.
So what I just saw to relate it to is sirens going off. So but I'm seeing like World War II. I'm seeing like what would happen then. So you get an alert. So the planes would be grounded during this time when all the minions are coming out and creating chaos periodically, but we would be notified that, and by the military really, that, okay, well, sorry, we're going to put a 48-hour hold on all flights right now.
Yeah. Kurt Ron's there. The turtle is stepping down as minority leader. Yes, that's a good thing. At least it's a step in the right direction. Tim Barnfield. I'm listing my house this week. Will it sell soon, or am I going to give it away? Tim Barnfield.
It'll sell. I think you do keep it up for sale. I think it's about 2.5 months to get it done. Lowered price. You might do something for families to get them into it, like as a nice gesture, because you're really not concerned about the amount you're getting anymore. I see something like that.
Okay. Hi, Mike and Jen. Love you guys. My name is Donna. Donna, do you see me staying in my current home and renovating, or moving to a different house, beach maybe, post RV? You know, Donna.
Oh, definitely a move's coming.
I'm sorry, what?
A move's coming.
Yep.
A lifting out. It's kind of like a screw this and everything I have to do for this house. I'm just gonna go get a nice one wherever I want.
But you know, guys, these are your personal decisions. You know, you got to make them. Jen doesn't make them for you. Jen Cavalon says, will the trip to New York with our grandkids for Easter be uninterrupted by the end of this war? Jen Cavalon.
Yeah, we're good by then.
We're good by then.
31st. Is it the 31st?
Yeah.
When's Easter?
FKU at 1.
It is the 31st.
What's the 31st?
What does that tell us? I just got we're good by Easter. That is the 31st of March.
Yay. When will we get an increase in our Social Security?
Oh, God, that one's been so hard to predict. It is coming this year. I see it coming sometime between May and the fall, sometime in the late spring, summer. There's too many hands in it right now, and I don't think it's really been scheduled. So I don't know exactly when.
G. Skinner says Bruce is the one who said something about the meeting. Fascinating. Bruce, who we always mock for being completely wrong about everything all the time, nailed it because he got the same thing Jen did. And I don't think he got it from Jen. Beth would like to know, do you see any grandbabies for me in the near future? Becky. Or Beth. Buckley Beth.
All right, let's fast forward. See, at least 3.
Wow. You have some busy kids. Philip would like to know if you see him buying a camp house at Point O Shane. That's Pointeaux.
No.
In Louisiana anytime soon. So no.
Somehow you shift your idea. You kind of get a different idea. Yeah.
Okay, so the story about the meeting was posted on Wolverine's channel. Okay. Oh, I see what they're talking about with Biden. Biden's getting his annual physical today. Okay, so something might come out on that. There we That would be an interesting scenario. Okay, that's it on the Rumble side. Let's slide back over to YouTube. And get a few more questions. Good morning, Mike and Jen. This is Thomas Klein. Good morning, Mike and Jen. Do you still see me getting a new truck in March? I would say, to answer for Jen, yeah, based on the information we're getting today, right?
Let me look. Yeah. It's white.
A white truck?
4-door.
Okay. Dude, men don't buy white vehicles.
Yes, they do.
No, they don't. It's female. It's a girl's color.
Absolutely not. It's
Don't
totally.
buy white. Even if you live in Vegas where it's 117, you don't buy a white car. You don't do it. You don't wear white pants. You don't buy a white car. Bitcoin hit 64,000 today. Did it? Let me slide over to CoinMarketCap. Well, it's at 60,686, but Ethereum is up to 33,300. If only I could get to it. Okay.
I don't know if I should say this or not.
Go ahead.
I believe it was a while ago. Somebody asked me, and I'm not a financial advisor, do whatever you want. I'm a psychic lady, easily discredited. Somebody asked me a couple of years ago, I don't even know if maybe it was 3 years ago, about Bitcoin. And I said, when it gets to 64,000, get out. I just feel like I need to say that.
And sorry, I got distracted by something. And the highest you've seen the dinar was 16. So if you get to 16, don't hold on to it because it's likely not to stay there. Marcus Toledo says, Jen, when will the supply chain disruption, especially of food, come to an end?
As a whole, I mean, I see periodic things.
Well,
problems as we move into fall. We're gonna have some backlash. Okay.
Okay.
Want to stay stocked up, because that's when as soon as they flip this switch, that's when you're really going to see it.
Okay. Couple more questions. Jen, was there a legitimate attempt on Tucker Carlson's life in Russia?
No.
Okay.
Heavily protected.
Baja Girl says, I have you both on right now. Both phones, I mean. Okay. Question, Jen, will inflation be rolled back after the RV? I would say yes.
That's going to take some time.
Well, that's after the gold implementation.
Well, when you go to gold, everything's going to look like it's rolled back to 1950s because of the difference in price, right? But we will have a period of time where you can use both currencies to pay for things. So you can't just say, well, there you go. Got to have the new current. People are going to have to get used to the whole conversion thing. There's going to be a time where that rolls out, and then you'll say, okay, by such and such date, you can no longer use the fiat dollar.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Susan Gretz just said, I don't have any questions, but just want to say you all are amazing. So are you, Susan. I encountered a one-eyed kitty cat with a pink collar and a name tag and with her address and stuff on it in a storm sewer that this other neighbor lady, thought was maybe abandoned, but Susan did a reading and said no, her parents just let her out of the house to roam around during the day. So thank you for that, Susan. And I sent you a few bucks because you should get paid for doing your business. You shouldn't do it for nothing. Yeah, Biden went to the hospital. Mitch McConnell announced he's stepping down. Interesting timing on that. But Biden just went for his exam where they'll tell us, oh, he's sharp as a tack. So, all right.
I just wanted to tell you guys, we're moving into the time. There's 2 times a year when the veil is thin.
Mm-hmm.
Much thinner as we move into fall, but right now, what is it? March 21st, we go into spring.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
That's the equinox. Yeah.
Really good time to get a mediumship reading and talk to your loved ones who have passed away. Or if you have anything going on in your home, Susan Gretz is really great with that. So you could go to jenniferfalaw.com and click on her button, email her to schedule. But now we're moving into the time when you're going to get a really good connection.
Nico would like to know if you see the Hollywood Crafts IASTE union or the Teamsters going on strike this year.
Teamsters. Something goes on with them.
Okay, we got to get out of here. It's time to go because I have a private question I want to ask Jen. Marcus Toledo, Alto at K2. What are my thoughts on the 2 UMAN moon landing and the coincidence of both falling over on their side? I didn't realize there was a second landing that fell over on its side. Landing on the moon is hard. And when you're a company that's never done it before, it's hard. Athena Anderson, do you see me purchasing a home soon? Athena.
Around November. It takes a while to find it.
Excellent. Okay. We love you too, Susan. All right, guys. There was a pet one in here. Oh yeah, just a quick one from Baja Girl. I have a few questions related to animals. Daughter's dog Bella with diarrhea, and my cat Gizmo with digestive issues, and our rescue cat Lily. I'd like to know if she's pregnant. Can you answer all 3 of those? Bella has diarrhea.
Bella keeps eating something she's not supposed to, probably the cat food. Cat Gizmo with digestive issues. That cat has some kind of overgrowth in the gut.
And is
Lily pregnant? No.
And when we got Khaleesi, she was pregnant. She was sick, and we got her. She was sick and malnourished, so we got her an abortion. She felt way better after that because she's kitty. All right, guys, that is going to wrap it up. Jen, did you have something more to say?
Somebody said in here the 11.5 law of war manual for the Trump.
Oh, yeah. 11.
Look into that. Look into that.
Yeah. Don't forget, MikeBarraPets.com. You can ask any questions of Diana as to whether any of the mushroom products will work for either you or your pets. She's just a wealth of information. Have to have her back on to talk about everything again. Don't forget, you can find me at MikeBarra.blogspot.com, on Rumble, of course, at Real News Live, Instagram, Mike Barra, lowercase 333, and at Mike Barra 333, capital M and B on Twitter X. And Jennifer Falaw-Dorian, you can always find her at jenniferfalaw.com, on YouTube at Jennifer Falaw-Dorian, on Philosophy, on Telegram, and Jennifer Falaw-Dorian on Telegram, and Philosophy Chat on Telegram, which is really the place to be, isn't it, Jen?
Yeah, and join me tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. Pacific, noon Eastern, on Jennifer Falaw-Dorian on YouTube for my philosophy show.
Oh, you're doing it again tomorrow. All right. That is going to wrap it up. Thank you guys for being here. We love you. Jen's got to go. She's got to do a reading. Lots of great information. We're just kind of waiting to see who does what, right? What happens. And there are some things.
It's going to be a good day
in the world. It's going to be a good day. All right. Talk to you guys later. Love you. See you soon. See you Monday. Jen and I will see you back here on Monday.
Bye.
Yeah, I was going to say bye.
Bye.